My name is Doug Bilderback and I am your presenter today. Our topic is AR credit and collections tips and tricks. So let's see how we can use a couple of these things in action. All right, on the customer reports, statements. So sending out statements is a great thing to do. It just, reminds those customers of what they owe you. And that, of course, goes a long way of helping with credit and collections, is just keeping that information in front of your customers that they owe you money. Now, there are two ways to send that. We can send it straight to the printer, which is what I'm going to do today. Or we can use the delivery method of customer. And what Sage will do is come back to the customer record. And it's going to look at the delivery method on the processing tab here and say, am I going to mail or am I going to use one of the email options? So if I'm at customer, I'm looking at the email address specifically here, and that's my email address, or the contacts tab, and then again, that is my email address, or in the customer comments. And so those are also my email addresses in this particular case. Now, as I look in here, I also have checkboxes of which documents do I want to send to the customer. So I've got invoices, receipts, and statements. And so it will mail, if I select here the multiple contacts, Sage is going to come back, look at the email addresses based on who's set up here, and then it was going to go, hey, we're doing this for statements. I'm going to send it to only the ones where the X is on the statement column. So in this case, just to our test contact code that's going to that email address of mine. All right, so if I come back here, I'm not going to save that. Come back to my statement. And then what I can do is on my statements, if I just leave it like this, I'm going to generate statements for everybody. So if I say print destination, just so it just comes to my screen. I get, in this case, I've gotten 15 statements for all of my different customers, notifying them of what they currently owe. And, we've got down here the aging documents. So if I look at Stephen, oh, I don't know what his number is, and know him by name. Here we go. I know he's got a bunch of stuff that's overdue. So we can see, hey, this guy's got a lot of things overdue. And what his balance is. This guy is way over his credit limit. So if we send out a statement, I'm just going to do this for one. We'll say yes. I can just enter a number in here. And that was who we were looking at there. 1520. Select customer, print. And in a moment, I will get an email and I'll share that with you. So here's the email I just received, and I get a copy of the statement right here. Make that a little bit bigger here so you can see it. Right, so just a general statement. And of course, we can customize these for you if you don't have one already that's customized. Maybe it's just as simple as adding your logo. A lot of people turn off the credit limit available, an option down there, because they don't want people to see that. And of course, this email here is configurable as well. So if we look at in our AR setup and email messages, there it is. And I can look at statement. This is the message that gets sent out, and you can change that. And there's if we look at the user guide, we'll see all the different variables that are available that you can utilize in the message that gets sent. Of course, to send out emails as well, you'll want to come to Common Services and your company profile, and on the email tab, enter some email information. You can choose either SMTP or Microsoft Graph. And I am getting a chat message here. Delivery confirmations. Are there ways to get delivery confirmations on an app? The answer to that question is actually yes. So I believe it is AutoSimpli. The Sales Anywhere app has the ability to take a delivery confirmation. So, it could be on your mobile device. So your delivery person can, when they're making the delivery on the Sales Anywhere app, actually collect the customer's signature as part of that, and that would store it in Sage. And then, I guess theoretically, if it's stored in Sage, it would be a picture file, and we could then probably include that on the invoice, so that when you are sending that to the customer, not only, is there, hey, this is what we delivered. We can say it was delivered by, your driver's name, and here's a copy of the signature that was captured at the point of delivery. So yeah, great question. And that, of course, helps with the authentication and the credit and collection side of things to make sure that, customers are validating that they got the product. I will thank you all for a great day. If you've got suggestions for future sessions, hey, send them in either to myself or into support@Equation Tech. My information is right here on the screen. Give me a call, shoot me an email, send something into support@Equation Tech. We'd be happy to take your input and create a webinar out of it. Wish you a lot of sunshine out there. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.